Hi, I'm Rick Griggs, and I want to tell you about a creativity and problem-solving tool called Rolestorming. It's a combination of role-playing and brainstorming. You've all heard of brainstorming. I think the whole world has heard of it, created by Alex Osborne way back 70 or so years ago. We noticed that in brainstorming sessions, people kept slowing down, and some people would never have any ideas. And we figured out it was for fear of ridicule, fear of criticism, or being mocked by their friends over drinks later on, like, how could you say something like that? So we came up with a way to give them kind of some cover, to have them role play a certain person or an idea and brainstorm from that perspective. So let me back up a little bit, because the purpose of this video is to give you the origins, the background of Rolestorming. There's a lot being written about it. There's a lot of blogs and a lot of articles going around. And I just wanted to give kind of the background from the very early days. I got out of graduate school at University of Pacific in Stockton, California, went over to National Semiconductor as a productivity coordinator, and then as a quality manager. And I used all kinds of tools with my department on productivity problems, quality issues within the corporation. And we tried to branch out with some new problem-solving techniques. I moved on to Intel as a training manager, stayed there a while, got some work in kind of a 3-shift operation, all kinds of different trainings, and then I went out on my own. And I came up with, this is a blast from the past, a tool called Profile Scans that took the problem-solving from beginning to end, but I put Rolestorming in the tool way back when I started my business many years ago after leaving Intel. And what I found was that if you give someone a role, you ask them to play a Napoleon or Steve Jobs or Mother Teresa, yes, from that perspective, what would they say about this problem that we're working on? You ask them to play a role of a Lady Gaga, or an Obama, or a Bernie Madoff, okay? Some of the not-so-nice characters, that works also with Rolestorming. What it does is it gets the brain to make neural connections. It makes all kinds of connections. You have the data points. Most people have data points in their brain about all the people I mentioned. But to pull them together around an issue that you might be working with individually, with a pair, or in a larger group, that gets ideas just popping out. You almost can't stop it sometimes. So you ask people, to play a Clinton, what would Clinton say, or Martha Stewart, or Donald Trump, or Elon Musk? You're giving them a role to play and then to brainstorm at the same time. Now it sounds real simple. And that's good, but it can be a little dangerous. There's a lot more behind the scenes. That's why I wanted to get this video out on the origin so people kind of knew where it came from. In other videos, you'll hear me talking about the saint, the sinner, and the winner roles. You'll hear a little bit about professional relevance and how everybody's trying to get that professional relevance in their lives. With this Rolestorming concept, you can connect a whole lot of dots for people, for yourself, to end up with wonderful ideas coming out without that fear of being criticized or ridiculed. Now go back with me a few more years, and we did a book called Quality at Work. I wrote this with Diana Bonet, and it's been out for some time. I'm going to tell you the date in just a bit. But I found that we had put in a page on my Rolestorming technique many years ago. And here are the 3 things I originally said that people should follow, and they still hold up pretty well. Pretend you are someone who is a stakeholder, but not present at the meeting. Consider their ideas, goals, problems, and concerns. And number 3, from their perspective, brainstorm ideas and comments about the quality issue being discussed. That was in 1989. We put Rolestorming in one of the books that we were working on. So just interesting. I'm going to wrap this up by saying, if you would be interested in taking a look at the keynote on Rolestorming, or the 1-day training course, or the 2-day certification, I hope you'll get in touch with me. It's rick@griggsachieve.com, And I would love to tell you more about this tool that's it's kind of made a big comeback in the last couple of years, and it does solve problems. It helps you reach out to opportunities, and it helps you prevent problems in the future. I'm Rick Griggs. Thank you very much.